I don't want us to take that as an excuse. That's the cheap way of people trying to push away their responsibility. All right, Nigeria is not the largest country in the world. China is 1.4 billion people. All right, I was in Guangzhou the other time. You never see a blink of electricity go up, despite they are 4 times or 5 times bigger than the Nigerian population. So people should not come in and say we're expanding and that's why we have to use alternative. That's not true. All right. Now it's very easy for individuals that are saddled with this response to push the blame on solar alternative. Now the question is this: the cheapest solar that can service a 3-bedroom flat is about 1.6, 1.7 million. All right. How many people can even afford that? All right, so invariably, we cannot quickly be able to say we want to shift all our blames on that itself. Okay, can solar power manufacturing industries? Because they had to use massive, heavy machines, which of course cannot be powered. Now, sometimes I have solar in my house. When I put on all my gadgets, solar that naturally should last longer itself. Before I know it, the thing is gone in 3, 4, 5 hours. And there's never light to use in recharging it back. So invariably, I went over the weekend to go and do a photo shoot at one of the studios. In any case, while I was there, the guy was rushing me up. Sir, please, you need to do this thing quickly because I've been on solar since yesterday. And solar has to go off. So solar is just an alternative. All right, it doesn't need to take over the whole electricity in any case. There is no place on earth where they depend fully on solar power. It's just an alternative backup. It's that they are on natural, well, what we are doing now, on nuclear power, which of course we don't have that capacity in Nigeria. So when we're trying to easily push push the blame or push the excuse on people, go for solar. I see people that cannot even afford the basic necessity of life will now be the one to now be, putting aside 1 point something just for them to have solar. Okay, now they are getting the solar itself. Are they doing it for manufacturing purpose? Is powering their house going to add any money to their own pockets? Because if I have to do so, it must be something that obviously is going to sustain revenue, which of course I know the amount I'm using to purchase solar, maintain it itself, must be recouped. So that one is just for purpose of relaxation and the rest itself, which of course I think is the basic thing that everybody should enjoy. But again, we don't have enough financial muscle. More than 70 to 80% of Nigeria don't even have that capacity of that itself. So why do we tend to make it so easy? Everybody should go to solar. Everybody go to solar itself. Now, solar you go into as well too. After using solar in my own environment now for almost 4 or 5 days, maybe we've not seen light for up to 6 hours.
Are you on band A?
I'm on band A.
Interesting.
All right. So I don't. So it baffles everyone's intelligence. Now, even the water that comes in through the pipes is already dripping in trickles. Why? Because again, currently Nigeria is generating about 11,000 megawatts, and of course we're only pushing out 4,000. All right, a transmission company of Nigeria said there is a lot they're generating, which is 11 for over 200 million people. Don't look at the math anyway. And yet we are only supplying 4,000 megawatts, which of course even the O11 is not even enough.
Sometimes they complain that it's the distribution that is the challenge.
I'm saying, so again, it's still in the power sector. So whatever you're saying that stable, the word stable electricity, even the 11,000 megawatts is not even cannot even stabilize the country, because in the first place, all right, South Africa is just 60 million, and they are producing over almost 110 megawatts for 60 million people. All right, Nigeria is 220 million people. We're talking about 11,000 megawatts. Like, seriously. I don't even know how we're going to put this stuff together. Egypt is just, I think, 110 million people, and they are producing 59 megawatts. All right, that's almost half of it. But then 59 for 110. So I don't know how we're going to even put the math. So for us to say that we're going to have stable in the next 2 weeks, I don't even know the magic that can be done. All right, but I will take him for his word.
Yes,
all right, but we just know we'll come back to this station to talk about these territories.
I don't want to
be a prophet
of doom and say it cannot happen. I like to open my mind and see.
Okay, except we'll be able to number one generate 11. Except we'll be able to transmit the old generated megawatt, which is 11,000 megawatts, which of course we don't have that capacity to transmit that. Even the old 11,000 megawatt cannot even service the country.
Let's just hope there's a magic somewhere they are using to do that, because they can push the generating company to generate more and then do more for the distribution company to also distribute.
The distribution companies, they don't have the infrastructure.
And maybe they want to, there's been MOUs, from Germany and all the visits, for looking for investors. We shouldn't just...
Okay, let's be optimistic.
Yeah.